having an expert on your side, I guess, is definitely a good thing. Yeah.
My name is Maddie, and I'm the digital brand ambassador at Matt Winston Real Estate Partners, and I'm here with Nick.
I'm Nick Meyer, and I am a client of these guys. So they asked me to do a little question and answer session for a client success story. So here I am.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
My first question is, why did you decide to build, and how did you know it was the right time?
Building was something I had thought about, but I didn't really think it was going to be a viable option because it was kind of like I was hoping to move kind of sooner than I thought a build would take.
Mm-hmm.
So I spent probably a few weeks doing like tours of existing houses and stuff like that. And just with how like hot the market is right now and is only getting hotter at the moment, it just kind of it made me kind of rethink like maybe building is an option. Maybe I don't need to be moving as quickly as I think I want to be. Buying houses was, I mean, it's a process. Obviously, like you're scheduling all these showings, and my realtor Andrew was like definitely like super great about being available whenever I needed him to be there and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Scheduling tours quicker than not. But I don't think I'm super picky, but I definitely had kind of an idea of what I wanted. Mm-hmm. Or I had kind of a smaller geographical footprint of like where I wanted to find a place. Mm-hmm. And so basically, that kind of limited my options. And then just after kind of touring a few places, it was like, all right, like none of these are really have everything I want, or maybe there's a lot of older homes that needed kind of a lot more work put into them. And I didn't want like a total fixer upper or something like that. So building kind of became more and more attractive. And then I found a really good, a place like kind of right where I wanted to be and in the price range, and the plans for the home looked really nice. And here we are. So.
Mm-hmm. A little journey to get here.
Yeah, but it wasn't too, I mean, it was pretty quick. I think within a month of working with Andrew, I had made this decision to follow the building path rather than the buying an existing home. So
that's good.
Yeah.
Did you have to find a builder yourself?
I found a development that was kind of like pre-planned, where the developer builder had, I think, rights to build on like half a dozen or 8 lots within this new subdivision, and then 3 floor plans to choose from. So you could kind of do some more customization with the actual floor plans if you wanted to move some stuff around. But ultimately, I didn't have to find a builder just because like I kind of like fell into this, pre-planned development.
Were you nervous or concerned about anything during this process?
For sure. I mean, for me especially, but I'm sure for the vast majority of people out there, buying a new home or building a new home is the largest purchase you'll ever make in your life.
Yeah.
So like, that's definitely a little nerve-wracking. Thankfully, I mean, this will be my second real estate purchase. I bought the condo that I'm in right now 5.5 years ago. So I kind of have an idea of how the process works, but this is my first build, which is definitely a different animal. And so there were, I had some idea, but also definitely a lot of new things that came about. So
has the build started yet?
No, I don't think so. I did actually drive past my lot today to see if there was any progress. But I know that I can't remember if I'm the second to last or the last one to actual start to be started. But I know that they've ordered like the materials, and I looked at basically there's like 3 lots kind of in a row. I'm on the left. The middle lot, they do have the foundation poured, it looks like. The lot on the right is a big pile of dirt from they pulled out of the basement for the foundation of the middle. I last looked at my lot, there was no foundations dug anywhere. So that's the fact that they've already got one dug is a good sign, I think, considering that the ground is probably still pretty frozen for the last month. So
yeah, probably not too much longer of that.
Yeah.
What were you looking for in a real estate agent when you started?
Somebody who's like obviously on the ball and very knowledgeable about the process, but also I definitely, the one thing that I I don't like pushy salesmen or anything like that, like no matter what I'm buying. So definitely somebody who's like can steer me in the right direction, but also isn't like constantly like, on you to buy something or push you into a product that you don't really want. That hasn't been the case at all with Andrew, which has been great. So actually, he sold two of my best friends a house a year and a half ago.
Nice.
So that's actually how I got in touch with him. Is I spoke with my friends and they said they really liked him as well. So yeah, I just reached out and we just started there. So
that's a good recommendation if it's from a friend.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they're very happy with their house. I love their house too, and like, the process for them was very smooth. So hearing, having that testimonial from a friend was definitely like, all right, I can go with this. And then within, a few minutes of meeting Andrew, I was like, all right, I feel very comfortable already with this guy. So
yeah, that's good to hear. Why did you ultimately choose Andrew to be your real estate agent?
Yeah, I mean, for the reasons I already talked about, but also within a few minutes of meeting him, I was kind of like, all right, this isn't like I'm comfortable with this person. So, him being a local Madison person is great too. He obviously knows the area, and definitely like within just a couple times of like when we started the process of working on stuff, I could definitely know that, or I could tell he was very knowledgeable and would be able to help guide me in like the direction that I needed to go. So,
those are all good things.
Yeah, for sure.
Is there anything that is standing out to you during this whole process?
Andrew's been super supportive the whole time, and he's also like he's come to a bunch of meetings with me. Like this build had a lot of like allowances for cabinetry, countertops, flooring, appliances, stuff like that, and he's made it a point to go to all the meetings with me that I needed him at. So, and he could also he's been in this business long enough that he knows kind of like what works and stuff, from like even just down to like color combinations or like stuff like that. So I definitely told him early on, I was like, if I'm picking something that's like way off base and isn't gonna have resale value down the road, like stop me and that. So he's been helpful not only in like the process of buying a house, but also just kind of helping me like make the correct decisions on the interior aspects and stuff like that. So
that's nice.
Yeah, for sure. Because I'm not an interior designer by any means. So like I need someone to like either confirm or like if I'm making correct decisions on stuff like that. So
yeah, that's valuable.
For sure. Yeah.
Any advice for someone who's thinking about buying a lot and building a home?
One surprise that I kind of found was that the way the market is right now, building a new home was not really any more expensive than buying something that was already existing. If you're somebody who kind of has a particular vision for what you want, it's definitely worth looking into. So yeah, and I mean honestly, like if you're nervous about kind of the process, I would say find a realtor who can kind of really like put you at ease, because it's stressful enough like making a large life decision like this. So somebody who can actually consult for you, as opposed to just like show you something and be like, do you like it or not, like do you want it or not. So that kind of stuff. Andrew's got great insights into like for resale value in the long run. He's got great insights into like what is good and not good. He definitely is like, even like touring existing homes, he's kind of been able to point out things like, this is a sign that maybe there was some, water damage at one point or something like that, or stuff that I would never even think to, or have any experience to kind of like pick out myself.
Yeah.
So having an expert on your side, I guess, is definitely a good thing. Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. I like that. Would you hire Andrew and Matt Wins again? If yes, why? And if no, why
not? Well, I think like, yes, for sure. And I think that has been pretty much laid out.
Yeah.
Already, but I am planning on having him sell my current condo. So like I'm using him to help me buy a condo right now. I'm also planning on hiring him again to sell my place when the time comes in a few months.
Well, perfect.
They're very trustworthy. They're experts. They know what they're doing. Good people. So
I agree. It's good to hear it from an outside perspective,
Yeah.
though. Anything else?
I guess good luck to anybody who's planning on buying or building a home
Mhm.
in the near future who sees this. It's an exciting process for sure. Stressful but exciting, and keep your mind open to the option of a new build if you're having trouble finding something that you'd like that's existing. So because I never thought it would really be an option for me, but
Yeah.
she seems to have been a really good option. So, or the best option. So
It's exciting.
yeah. It's exciting for sure. Now it's just a waiting game at this point. So
Mhm. Well, thank you so much.